Hello my lovelies, hello my darlings. So I got a bit bored with the beach. I fancy some woodland. At the moment we're heading to Wye Valley Country Park. I'm just going to stop here for some bread, just to make sure I've got enough stuff. Right, Rubicon Mango Raw Energy. So we got bins, nice little bit of a place to park. Voluntary. No littering, no fires or barbecues, fair enough. High fire risk. girl. Wait for me. Sculpted by rock-shattering frosts and scoured by meltwater, streams of a distant age, the cherished hills and hollows of the Wye Downs have long occupied a special place in the heart of both traveller and settler. Within each long-trodden track, earth-cast mound and ridge and bank lie the stories of those who have sought to make a living from these hills. Help us safeguard this rich heritage for future generations. Tread carefully in the steps of those who have gone before and enjoy your visit. This sculpture depicts the contour lines of the area of the Devil's Kneading Trough, a dry valley or coombe believed to have been formed around 10,000 years ago. Pretty cool, eh? Said I was heading to the woods. This isn't quite the woods, is it? There's a bit of woodland. It's quite lovely, isn't it? Right, this is called silverleaf. If you dig down the roots, it's a very good source of carbohydrate. I think it's more nutritious than potatoes, possibly. Don't hold me to that. But best time to pick it or to dig it up is in the winter time. But the silver leaves die down, so you need to spot it in the summer and go back in the winter to harvest it, or to forage for it. Hello my lovelies, hello my darlings. So, did come to the woods in the end. Wye Valley Nature Reserve. There was a school party there, young kids, and not feeling very child friendly. So I thought I'd head over to Denge Woods. So yeah, mind Jill. Good girl. Oh. But yeah, nice bit of woodland. But oh my goodness. As you can see, they've been busy. I counted the rings on some of those trees, so I don't think this has been touched for about 40 years. But oh my goodness. What a mess. But it's all chestnut, so it's basically a monocrop anyway. And I guess if it's been 40 years before they've cut it, hopefully it'll be another 40 years before they touch it again. But yeah, this was lovely, dense chestnut with a mixture of other trees in it as well, young trees. But I think they've just cut nearly everything apart from some of the older trees here, which is beech. There's oak over there, a couple of beech there. But what a bloody shame. What a bloody shame. The footpath runs down that way, so that would probably still be a nice walk. And over on the other side of the road, you can just see, like, straight ahead there on the right of the log pile, that's a byway. You can't take motor vehicles up there between October and April, but on the left there, on the left of the byway there, that's all chestnut that had been coppiced maybe a year or two ago, probably a couple of years ago now. But that's growing back nicely, although it's got a long way to go. But hopefully that won't be touched for a long while. Yep, so we're in the woods. What's left of them here anyway. But on the other side there, up that byway, I've just taken the dogs for a nice little walk. I left my stuff on charge. But yeah, it's a nice little walk up there. Yeah, like I say, a nice little walk up there, and we'll take you for a walk up there with the doggos a bit later on. Okay. Right. Come on then. Nice gentle walk now. That's what you hear about Sydney. Alright, wait. Come. 1st of October to 30th of April. So from April to October, or the end of October, all those foxgloves over there, they're lovely. Let's give you a bit more. Oh. So this is the byway still. Sorry if the camera's a bit jerky. My knee's a bit dodgy from clambering up and down the beach and picking up litter to the bins every so often. And I guess walking on the shingle hasn't helped. It got better and then it's got worse again. But never mind, it is what it is. More chestnut being coppiced. Needed a bit of peace and quiet in the woods. Love the seaside, but it wasn't too busy, but it's still quite busy. And this gets busy with dog walkers, but just to be in amongst the trees and listen to the birds. Love the woodland, the forest. Come on then. You bringing it? Bring it then. Right there, you got a seed. You won't let me get that. Steady. Right, there's a lot of wood ants here. I'll try not to tread on them. But oh my goodness. Wow. That is one massive ant hill, and they've got all their babies. They seem to be... Oh no. Look, it must just be a bit of wood chip. But they're certainly very, very busy. Right. Let's try not to tread on them. Thought they were carrying larvae. Or larvae. Jill? Come on, I'm trying not to tread on the ants here. Mind your bum. There's a few of these ant hills in this woods, I think, but further over, where there's more coniferous trees. Right. Looks like some dead pine in there. Maybe they're not dead, just dead at the bottom, because there's so many of them all close together, I guess. So I hope you can hear the birds. So we're going this way for a minute. Steady, Jill, it's the road now. Wait. So I don't know if I mentioned, but this is called Denge Woods, D-E-N-G-E, near Canterbury. Okay, now, haven't been up here for a while. It's all Billy Bean, darling, come on, we're going this way. Going this way and then turning left, I think. Good girl. See, these are about 40 years old. I haven't counted the rings on that one, but that's at least 50 years old. Can't really see. Just look at the damage to the ground. These poor chestnut trees are fighting for survival now. There's a few oak over there. These beech are still here. This beech tree here has naturally fallen. So that's natural. It's a beautiful oak tree there now. Obviously they've left that. And then these beech trees here. This beautiful beech tree here. And what's quite sad actually is this little fairy door. And then if you come over here, but just look at the devastation that's been caused. It's going to take a long time, a long time to recover. You know? Yeah, the chestnut will grow back. Of course it will. But after seeing the fairy door, these are bluebells. And legend has it that before going into a bluebell wood you need to ask the fae for permission. And just look. I mean, and there is an instrument of mass destruction. It is so sad. So sad. So sad. You still hear the birds though. What a beautiful night, but at that oak, that's an oak tree. Now standing pretty much alone. There's another oak there. But oh my goodness, what a mess. This is so sad. 40, 50 years of habitat destroyed. This was all dense woodland. Like I said, it was monocrop, mainly chestnut, and other stuff's going to grow up eventually, but the ground is destroyed. The forest hasn't been given a chance. A 40, 50-year-old forest is young. It's young. If you ever get the chance, watch Once Upon a Forest. Not the kids' animation, Once Upon a Forest. It's a French documentary, and it has animation in it, but it's beautifully narrated. I think it's on Netflix. It was on Netflix. So sad. So sad. Look at the damage that's been done.